What's up, y'all?
I'm Shelby.
And I'm Alexa.
And this is the
Shelby and Alexa Podcast. Okay.
Hi, guys.
Hey, y'all. Sorry about that. I was just, looking at us in the back. But,
Alexa's
I got a little
distracted
distracted.
this episode. She could see her
'Cause I
reflection.
was looking, now I'm looking at myself. What's up, guys?
What's up? Miss you guys.
Welcome back. Oh, my God. So, anyway.
I miss Alexa. I haven't seen her in, days, a whole week.
Honestly, since the last time we recorded. Isn't that crazy?
Or when we dropped off.
Because we did that 2 days later, right?
Yeah, so when we dropped off the file.
That's crazy. Oh, bitch.
I miss my sis.
I missed you. She always reaches for me.
Physical touch.
Yes.
Throwback to word love languages. Speaking of love languages, though, we are talking about relationships again this episode. So
guys, because a lot of shit has been going down again.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. So I've been mad busy, I'm not gonna lie, with work and everything. So I haven't had much time to go on social media as much this week. So I don't, we're gonna just go with the flow this episode.
Right.
But
Same.
What I have seen on Twitter and stuff is trigger warning, the P. Diddy and the Cassie video. And I feel like we've been talking about it a lot in our past podcasts as well, or our past episodes, excuse me. Just with toxic relationships and just it not being normal. What we seen with P. Diddy and Cassie, bro, that shit is not normal. No man should be dragging you across the floor. That is
Kicking
insane.
You, it was really
trigger
hard
warning
to watch.
Because definitely, I'm already shaking because definitely hard to watch because it's just how dare you?
Right.
How dare you?
And you
anybody.
Have daughters. Anybody, but for someone, you have how you want someone to treat your daughters like that?
Yeah.
You are supposed to set the standard for them, and you're out here getting caught brutalizing this poor woman. You know what I mean?
That video is crazy. Absolutely
insane.
And I don't know how long Cassie and him were together.
I feel like at least a decade. I feel like it was a long time.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you're with that man for a long time. I can't even imagine. But on a bright note real quick, her daughters and her husband Alex, how beautiful is that? And I just want to make a point, why I asked how long has Cassie been with P. Diddy is because a lot of women, honestly, it's hard to get out of those situations. And I feel like a lot of women don't see that future, that bright side. I don't think Cassie probably seen her with Alex and having two beautiful daughters while she was in it, and why she took so long to probably get out of it.
Yeah.
And it's I just want to tell you, because I'm also a year out of I'm almost 2 years out of a relationship. And when I tell you that fear is so real, to before making that decision, that fear is so real, bro. I am 2 years out, and I could tell you too, it gets so much better. Life is so good. Shout out to Cassie too. It truly does get better. And you have to go through those first few months of absolute torture and pain. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat. It's absolute pain that I don't wish on anybody. And you truly have to go through those first couple of months and cry that shit out. And I don't even know, you have to just, I don't know, let it all out those first couple months. I'm telling you, once you get past that and you see how amazing life is, the people around you, all these amazing things, I'm telling you, it's gonna get better. That's why I just feel, watching that video with Diddy and Cassie, a lot of women just struggle to leave these ain't shit men. Any man who's talking down on you, he was dragging her, embarrassing you publicly in front of people. Any man that, it's just
not adoring you and treating you with respect.
Thank you. I can get into it because honestly, it is the absolute truth. Leave that man at the first sign.
She preaching, y'all.
No, because seriously, the one time, like, I don't be on social media all day. The one time I go to look, I gotta see this bullshit.
Yeah,
like, what?
That's a fact.
The one time I get a couple minutes to go look, I see Diddy dragging Cassie across the floor. I had to take your music. My favorite song with Justin Bieber on it, on Diddy's new album, I had to take it off.
Yeah,
I had to take it off.
Sorry.
Like, fuck
we
you,
don't
Diddy.
Separate the art from the artist.
Literally,
over here.
you Diddy diddler. Like,
you Diddy diddler.
Yo, I don't got
That's
time.
crazy.
But no, I feel like a lot of people are getting into relationships to waste people's time, and like, why would you wait? Why would you go into the relationship to like beat on somebody or talk down on somebody?
Right.
Like, why are you not in then stay single.
Exactly.
If you wanna,
you don't like them.
Yeah. So I just
you don't treat people that you love like that. And if that's what you think is love, then you should heal and go to therapy and figure that out and not project it onto someone else and continue the cycle of abuse. Like, seek help.
100% on going to therapy. If you can afford it, if you have the means to like be able to go to therapy, I definitely recommend going. Like, it's just not normal to have to be in a relationship with somebody like that, like, you know, like to deal with that every single day. So also, back to one of our episodes when we were talking about John Green and stuff like that, like, you truly have to ask yourself, can you go another 5 years dealing with this? Can you go another 5 years being yelled at? Can you go another 5 years being controlled? Can you go another 5 years being beat on? Can you have a kid with this person? Can you get married to this person? You truly have to think long, deep, and hard. Like, do you want to be with this person the rest of your life? Like, I think it's crazy. Oh, maybe that was my opinion, what I wanted your opinion on. Just like people going into relationships to manipulate, to abuse other people versus like going into relationships wanting to like
take care of
someone and love somebody and appreciate somebody for existing. Like, I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people are like confused on what love is in our world, and it's been like that for a while. And like, I don't know, the Barbie movie touches upon it, like how toxic masculinity like promotes this idea of a man that they might not even really want to be, you know. Like, a lot of things are catered towards men. I have talks about this like with my mom and stuff. Like, she always brings up the Viagra pill. She's like, this is a pill made for men like in their 70s, 80s to continue to have sex. But have you ever made anything that caters towards a woman? Like, you know, women go through postpartum. There's nothing that's really there for them. We go through menopause. You know, after they turn 40, they start, you know, go through those menopausal symptoms and go through heat flashes, hot flashes and stuff like that. And there's like really nothing available for them. But ask a man, he has stuff ready for him at every single phase of his life, including his sex life, which is like crazy, you know what I mean? Like Robert De Niro and Al Pacino having babies at 80 years old. Isn't that insane.
That is insane.
I just feel like our world caters towards like toxic masculinity, and it promotes like those are the outcomes of it. Domestic violence and stuff like that.
Women's pleasure is just so frowned upon. Like, we're not allowed to have a sex life. We're not allowed to like, I don't know, have pleasure and like just all these things. I feel like men just,
it's all about men having pleasure.
Yes.
Before, like after, and all that. I feel like it is new. Like, now we're starting to get into women's like wants and needs during sex. Like, they have different stuff for us now, like recently. But like, back in the day, like, we just had to lay there and take it. But honestly, like, foreplay for me too is like not even just like that, like, you know, the stuff before, but it's also like how you treat me the whole day, from when we wake up to when we go to when we go to bed. Like, if you're being nice to me, like holding my hand, like being affectionate, like, I'm gonna be ready. But like, if you're, you know, treating me like
yelling at me all day, pushing on me,
giving me attitude, being cold, being sassy, I'm not gonna want to. The door's closed, bro. Like, it's not happening.
No, I agree. That wouldn't happen for me either. Like, honestly, I wouldn't even want. No,
I would nothing to like. If you're being mean to me the whole day, how do you expect me to want to make love to you? Because that is what sex is supposed to be, making love. But honestly, I want to talk about something really quick related to this topic. Sorry guys, I went on a trip this past weekend and I just got back today, so I'm a little tired. But
Facts.
So the thing I wanted to talk about is, and this is like a little touchy subject, but I want to talk about the root cause of domestic violence. Like, I know I've started to talk about like toxic masculinity, but I also feel like on the women's side, a lot of this happens to us, or like the frequency of it happens because of like low self-esteem and like issues with self-worth and understanding like what you do deserve in a partner. Because for me, right, like, knock on wood, you know, whatever, like, I haven't experienced this, but, and I hope I never do. And I feel like I've been super, super, super like selective of who I want to ultimately spend all my time with because of what I've seen happen to my friends and my family. Like, honestly, it's a history in my family to like have domestic violence. So I just really, really am against that, and I'm very cautious about it. Like, Alexa will tell you, if a guy says one wrong thing to me, it's like they're done. Like, I'm very quick to cut off a guy for being disrespectful to me. So I feel like,
as you should,
you know what I mean? And I just feel like my parents, and like, I guess because it was a history, generational thing, like they did really raise me to understand my self-worth, and like, but I also feel like it's coupled with, you know, just how fate rolled out. I wasn't really picked all the time growing up. I wasn't like, you know, desired. I feel like I was thick and I'll say, you know, a big girl. So, you know, I didn't really get that much male attention growing up. So maybe it's coupled with that. But I was really like instructed on what I deserve in a partner,
right?
From both my parents. My dad had a talk with me and my mom. So I just feel like it always stuck with me, and even my sisters too. I don't know. It just always stuck with me, like what I should be deserving. And it's also evolved as I've gotten older. So I just wonder, like, what can we do for future generations of women to not fall victim to these different manipulation tricks and accepting the red flags? Like, I feel like it's also very much like romanticized, these different toxic behaviors in a relationship.
We talked about that. Yeah. I do think that because they see it, like the young girls are like seeing it all the time now, I feel like that contributes to that type of behavior, I feel like. But also I do believe that you have to love yourself first. Like, you have to know your worth and know your value and know what you're tolerating and not, because again, like, if I'm like, how do I explain? Definitely know your worth, because if I would have known my worth when we were talking about, like, you know, we were a little thicker back in the day. I'm telling you, if I knew my worth back in the day at 16, I probably would not have made my early 20s all about men. 100%.
Same.
Because I feel like I wasted those years on just trying to be a girlfriend, just desperate to be like, I just, again, wanted to be chosen.
Like me. Yeah, have someone like me.
Yeah. So I'm telling you straight up, you have to love yourself first, period. I do believe that, like, because that will set the tone. Like, you're not going to tolerate disrespect, bullshit, ever. Like, my mom always said too that if a person does it once, they'll do it again. So basically, when you were saying like you'll cut somebody off right away, like you have to do that too. Like, y'all need to cut somebody off at the first sign, because my mom always said they do it once, they're gonna do it again, and from experience, they do it once, it's gonna get worse, like, and it's gonna happen again. So all I'm saying is, like, I agree, know your worth, love yourself, and definitely, like, what's it called, cut them off.
But it's also hard. It's not going to be easy to tell that they're like, you know what I'm saying, like doing it twice. You know what I mean? You're not going to know what the second time really is until you're confronted with, like, do I accept this behavior or do I leave? And if you're confronted with like going, or, you know, accepting something bad or like keeping your peace, always keep your peace.
Yeah, true.
Like, always keep your peace, dude. Like, I wanted to say something too, but I forgot. And it's very challenging, right? Because like I said, we grew up thicker and we weren't really chosen, so we didn't have that much experience with guys. So like, as you grow older and things start to change, and you might look a certain kind of way, and people just, you know, change after you graduate high school and stuff like that, and you start to get a certain different type of attention, you accept it. Like, it's like getting water or giving water to like a plant, you know what I mean, to like let them bloom. But if you let like this dirty water plant you're gonna die. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
I never got that like attention before. So when I got it like older, it's just like, oh, it felt
so good.
But that's also the thing too. Not I guess, finding validation through men.
Yeah,
is that
from other
correct?
people.
Yeah, or from other people. Like, just because a man has sex with you or tells you that you're beautiful does not, like, that worth needs to come come from inside. So I wanted to add to that, but it's like, it's, and getting that later on in life is crazy.
It's just challenging to like figure out your self-worth and your self-esteem when other people around you are getting chosen from different guys, and you're, you know, always the one that's left out. And then once you do receive that attention that you've been waiting for, it's just really hard to navigate, you know, the right way. So it gets tricky, but you have to, you know, whatever. I believe that sometimes like things are meant to happen in your life, no matter how cautious you can be, no matter how many times people have told you certain lessons, you're just meant to learn. And you know, it's really sad that a lot of girls have the same lesson when it comes to learning like a healthy relationship and just dating.
I don't feel like relationships should be that complicated. If you're interested in me, like, pursue me, and
make it known.
Make it known. Go. Yeah. All these games, all this talking, situationships, like, I'm definitely too old for all that now.
Being emotionally unavailable.
Yes. Like,
I saw this TikTok the other day, and there was this guy like living in Miami, this like little juiced up dude.
Yeah.
And he was just talking about how he did not want to get married. He's like, I'll have a kid, but I won't get married because marriage is so like permanent or something like that. And he was like, I only want to get married once, and why would I spend so much time and all of that effort on one person when they could fuck me over? I was just appalled. But like, I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of men do have that similar belief. Like a lot of men are willing to have kids over getting married because they want to keep their options open, or they're afraid of getting hurt and wasting time. And I feel like that's such a waste. Like that's such a disservice.
Yeah, such a waste of time. That's stupid.
That's
like,
so stupid.
Why?
But one day he might be someone's, you know what I mean? It's like you were really on TikTok live saying this crazy mess.
You know what? That also goes with like Clarence and Queen Naija. Did you see that on TikTok? So do you know who Clarence and Queen? Okay. So I guess Queen said once they hit the 10-year mark and Clarence doesn't propose, then she's gonna leave him or something. And it's like, and I think Queen's ex-husband said something about like, why would Clarence marry her when she's already doing like the wifely duties, and she's already like I don't know, they already have kids and like this whole thing. And it's just like, Clarence, then stop wasting this girl's time and go let her marry a guy that wants to marry her. Like, and then you can go play house with somebody else. Like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't think it needs to be that fucking complicated
at all. But also, girls, stop playing house for these guys. Without your right title. You cannot be caught out here. Okay.
Yes, these men are trifling.
Because look what happens. They ain't got you. You got you. You know what I mean? Like, just, we got to be smarter than that.
Listen, it's insane. I can't. That's why, listen, we're single until Italy. How about that? And then we'll see what's up. We'll see what the Italian men are like. But no, literally, stop playing house for guys that like don't give you a title, nothing. Like,
because we're just sweet. We're just girls. We're just doing our best. We're just trying to give you all of our love, and like we have so much to give, and we should give it to the right person. But you guys are taking advantage. And it needs to stop. Like it's just not cool. It happens too much.
Yeah, I'm not into it, honestly. Okay, so back to marriage and kids. So yeah, I just like, okay, so men don't want to get married, but then I just feel like, I seen a tweet too, you're having kids. Like, a kid is a huge responsibility.
A kid is forever, as long as that person is alive. That's
it's
your
not up until 18 years old. That is forever. Like,
and that person's gonna be forever in your life. So why wouldn't you just marry them, the baby mama? You know what I mean? Like,
speaking for women, like, I just feel like we need to be, and for myself too, like, we need to be fucking smarter. Like, we need to stop just having kids with anybody. Like, but don't get me wrong, like, we're adults. Like, this is what I learned. Everybody has a choice, and like, you can choose if you want to choose to have a kid with somebody, like, I don't know, before certain things. I don't know, that's your life, and I love it, and I support it, and it's amazing. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I just think through trial and error, I'm just like moving different, and I definitely want commitment. I want someone who's for me and about me. And I think I talked about this in previous episodes as well, excuse me. Like, seriously, you're getting sent off to go get married to a whole like human being. And sometimes when I think about it, like, obviously my parents aren't going to be there forever. Like, you have to think, I feel like, strategically, and also on a survival level too. Like, I want stability. Like, when my dad sends me off, I need to be going to a man that's going to be on point and also just like loves me for me.
And a real man wants to take care of you and love you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that hard.
Yes.
It's not like it's not rocket science to be with someone.
A real man would not want to see his woman struggle. A real man doesn't want to see his woman hurt, in pain, anything. That man, I don't care. I'd rather, again, I'll go for art now. Fuck Patrick. We going for art. We going for the simps. We going for the man.
Winning team.
And
art isn't that cute? It was like a text thread, like a fake one, and it was like, Patrick was like, "Hey babe, I'm downstairs with my big cock," or something like that, and it was Art was like, "Baby, please don't leave me for him. Please tell me you're not going downstairs, please." Like, it was like him begging, and I was like, "Yeah, I would love the beggar." Not some guy, you know, but some girls love the excitement of like, come downstairs and
but no, that's like, over and done with. We're not dealing with that. We're not dealing with toxic relationships. We're not dealing with men who don't want to take care of us. We're done with dealing with men who need psychiatric therapy help. Thank you.
Period.
That's all I got for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, but honestly,
that's all I got.
And just be smart, ladies. Like, keep your head on a swivel. Don't accept wooden nickels. That's what my family always tells me. My grandma. Ooh. Don't accept wooden nickels. Don't let anyone play in your face. Don't accept bull crap. Yes. You know what I mean? From anybody. Like, don't let that happen. Know who you are and like stand by your values, your morals. Like, just don't. That's, you know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, you're the only person who really knows who you are. You know what I mean? Like, you go to, like, you're gonna,
I agree.
You have one life. You have to live it the best way for yourself. So
agreed.
Don't give yourself heartache and all these years of, you know, abuse and trial, unless that's what you're really into. Like, I don't know, that might be a kink. But if it's not,
it's crazy. That is some people's kinks though. That's the part. But also, it's okay to be alone.
Yes.
Like, it's 100% okay to be alone and by yourself and heal. That's another thing too. I feel like a lot of women can't be alone, or like they're scared to be alone, or
they're comfortable like with having a companion
all the time, 24/7. I also know somebody that would be in relationship after relationship after relationship and like never gave themselves time to like just process or just take time for themselves. And you know, they had things going for themselves, but whatever, that's a whole different topic. But it's just like, it's, you know, that's your life, it's your choice.
It's your choice.
But definitely it's okay to be alone. Like,
that's so real. That's a good thing to bring up.
One thing about me is that I love my alone time and I love being by myself. So when I was in a certain relationship and I had to learn to be alone with that person, it's like, it was a whole different experience for me. So having to choose myself and leave that and I guess move on, like, like, that shit sucked in the beginning. That's why I was saying, like, it's gonna suck in the beginning. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. It's gonna
be uncomfortable.
Definitely. But like, give it a couple months, bro. Being alone on your time, doing whatever you want, spending your own money, like, you guys, please, like, you have to go through that pain because the other side is just it's so amazing. But I feel like a lot of people definitely jump from relationship to relationship for sure. It's crazy. Also, my favorite singer, Jasmine V, love you, but also you be jumping. You be jumping from relationship to relationship. Oh, Ariana Grande,
you're
girl.
guilty too, yo. Both of y'all.
After that relationship,
she
should have just been alone. Even after like Jasmine V went through that domestic violence relationship as well, and like it didn't take her long to bounce back either. You know what I mean? Like, and I guess some people, like, I don't know, some people bounce back, but I don't know.
And also, like how you said, I don't know, a lot of people think it's like being alone, but I feel like you have to kind of fix how you're looking at it in a way, like turn your perspective around. You're not alone. You have your friends.
Oh, 100%.
You have other love that's, you know, not romantic love that you have to learn to embrace and appreciate. You have your family, like, hopefully, and, you know, have a friend group. And if, you know, even if your friends are your family, like, you have other love around you that you should learn to be grateful for and appreciate. That is just as significant as that romantic partner. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, you know, and I feel like that's also how you appreciate life more in general. Like, just be more grateful for the life that you're given, because not a lot of people have a community. Like, it's something to be grateful for.
Yeah, literally. Like, you know those TikToks, or if you've ever seen that TikTok, it's like, oh, I wanted to die this week, but then I went out with my friends and life's better again, or something like that. Like, that was
hitting.
me.
Yeah, that'd be hitting sometimes.
I'd be in bed wanting to die.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but know,
like,
sad as fuck, or like just life hits you. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, who I want to be, and then I'm like, we get a margarita, and it's like, oh,
yeah, right. What's that with the chips and salsa?
Yes,
a little bit of tea, a little bit of drama, gossip.
I want to be outside with a margarita.
Yes, like, that's what life is all about.
Yes,
drinking with your friends.
Yes.
And eating tacos and having chips and guac. That's the vibe.
And it's special. Not everyone has a best friend, you know. So
no, seriously. So I agree, definitely. Like, you're not alone. Like,
yes,
definitely be alone and love yourself and heal, but no, you got people around.
Yeah, embrace them.
Yeah, that can help you also get through those dark times. Like, you don't have to project everything onto them, but what I'm trying to say is, like, definitely that can help you through that,
just by spending time.
Yes, that tough part. Hang out with people that love and adore you, and you will get through that tough part for sure. Because I did. But Shelby. Oh, another thing about domestic violence I want to bring up too. I don't know, just also just threatening lives. Like, I don't know, I feel like after the past couple of years, I definitely don't want to be with somebody that plays with my life. Like, when you talk about playing in your face, I don't want to be with anybody that plays with my life. And you can call me like boring, or I don't have I don't really care. I don't have the adrenaline rush that a lot of people have. I'm not with you. You want to speed, you want to do your thing, you want to be a race car driver, y'all could be race car drivers in your own car, and that's amazing. I think, like, it is cool, and I guess, like, hot for guys to, like, drive fast and stuff, but I feel like maybe I'm just a grandma now, and I don't want to be with anybody that, like, plays with my life, like, puts me in a position to make you lose your life. It's dead ass scary, like, dead ass scary to get to a point where you feel like you fear your partner, and, like, you're scared of pissing them off in any way. Like, you fear.
That's really scary.
Being in a position where you could almost, like, lose your life due to somebody that you love is a very scary feeling. That's why I say, like, with this Diddy and Cassie situation, and I don't know how people can do that to each other. I don't know how men, I don't know if y'all get off on it. Like, I understand people have their certain kinks and they, like, want to be with dominatrix, or, like, people can get, like, slapped and beat and whipped and whatever that's your own thing, or choked or crazy, like, shit. But I just feel like, I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just
our vibe.
Yeah, like, I know certain relationships have, like, certain kinks, but in normal relationships, like, a man or a woman putting your life at risk is not healthy. That's not
love.
That's not love. Yeah, like, that is a scary to actually fear for your life. Do you know how precious life is? Like, you could lose it in, like, this.
Yeah,
like,
I'm so sorry you had to feel that.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's definitely, it's been a long time, but I'm just saying, like, it really puts certain shit into perspective. Like, it's not fun. You should not put your significant other's life at risk. Like, I think also a lot of women find it cute. Maybe it's like a strong man that will say, "Oh, I'll kill for you. I'll do this for you."
Yeah, I mean, there's movies about that kind of love.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. But
or
like,
Danger. I used to read Danger, that fanfic, and Justin Bieber was a bad boy gangster, and he was out here hurting people.
Or just all those gangster movies, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a lore. It's a vibe, but like it's not real life.
Yeah.
You know, like, and at the end of the day, you shouldn't want that for yourself.
Right.
To be
and
healthy.
I think a lot of in those domestic violence, like, I don't know, y'all men get too comfortable. You get too comfortable being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, y'all get way too comfortable, and it's just like...
And it's reinforced for them to be like that to us, which is messed up too. Like, no matter what, we don't get help.
Yeah. Like, I know that women... I know that women fought to, like, you know, get out of the house and shit, because, you know, some men really were abusing the shit out of their stay-at-home wives, you know, back in the day, and a lot of women fought to have their own freedom and stuff like that, and shout out to that.
Thank you.
But the fact y'all fought so we could fight in war, y'all, like,
I'm dead.
God,
you could have saved that one.
Like, yo, that's the... Come on,
but there's some badass
like,
girls in war, or women in war.
No, I love that for y'all. I love that, but for me,
y'all, I feel like we're about to head into another war. Let me see.
No, seriously, that's
chill,
I don't even know why I brought that up, but it was just I really think that's what I'm saying. I think we're about to get, God forbid, I think we're about to be in another war, and let me tell you something, I'm not going. Okay? Like,
let me tell you, I don't qualify. Something's wrong with me.
Yeah, like
I shouldn't go.
Yeah. I'll be a nurse. I'll take care of y'all.
I'm just not going.
Oh, yo, so I was thinking about this the other day. Cause like, again, like, I know women fought obviously to get out of the homes and stuff like that, because again, like, men got too comfortable disrespecting their woman.
Yeah.
But anyway, but with war and everything, I was just like, yo, shout out to the women, again, the badass women that do fight. For me, do the soldiers want a meal cooked? Like,
yo, she's like, I'll be traditional right in this war. Like, I'm going back to my role.
Literally, I'm not fucking... What?
But you be going good.
Yeah, for the end of the video. Not actually like, bro, I'm scared. That's why y'all can call me boring. I don't play about my life. I've never broken a bone. I don't do crazy shit. And like, again, I don't fight. I don't do anything that can fuck up this.
But you know what's interesting too? Like, if we're gonna be I'm dead. But if we're gonna be traditional, like, those men back in the day wanted, or like, men back in the day, like, you know, pilgrims, not pilgrims, but like back in the day,
pilgrims.
They wanted to take care of their family. Like, they had pride in doing that. Like, it was like a source of their ego, you know, like, my family's good, they're fed, my wife's happy, you know what I mean? Like, it was a part of their ego and, you know, their fulfillment as well. So I feel like we've lost that as time has passed. Like, you know, men are now not even wanting to have a real family. They're down to leave this girl pregnant and go find a next girl to impregnate and keep growing their seed, leaving their seed around. And
it's bad out here.
It's disgusting. These men are leaving their seed everywhere, but then we get you know, arrested if we try to get an abortion in certain states. Y'all made that illegal for us. Everything's like against women. Like,
no, literally, like, everything is against women. No, honestly, y'all really have us going through loops to fucking just have the most simplest shit ever. Like, also, is it all down south that all
I don't know. I feel like it's certain place, like, it's random. I don't really know where though. But yeah.
Why? Listen, if I don't want a kid, I'm not having the kid.
They don't even want to take care of the kids that we don't want.
Exactly.
You know, it's crazy.
Exactly. So yeah, no, I definitely agree that this whole world is like catered to men, and specifically white men.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Yeah. If we go into a feminist rant, we can
I
get layered.
See, I don't label myself. Like, I don't use all these labels. Like, I definitely believe in some feminist stuff, and then I believe in, like, a bitch just wants to be taken care of. Like, I don't know.
That's a feminist way of thinking too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You know, I feel like it comes in different forms, but yeah, I agree. I like the soft life.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
Who are you to say that? I mean, some people don't, but yeah, that's our vibe over here. So
yeah, I feel whatever works for you
yeah,
honestly, you know.
Definitely.
From my personal experience, I'm not dealing with anybody that doesn't want to take care of me, like, you know. But I'll also reciprocate. I think we talked about that in a couple episodes, but I'll definitely reciprocate the energy. But we're not asking for a lot.
No,
we're honestly really nice. We're out here living our best life, and we would treat you right. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, come on.
Exactly. And pay for...
Stop sleeping.
All right, guys, so to close this
informational, much needed, timely episode,
because with everything going on, just remember to love yourself. Love yourself, choose yourself, level up, and don't let a man disrespect you, period.
And always know that we got your back. We got some advice for you. We're learning too. We're growing. We're not perfect. But 100%. You know, just like if you follow what Alexa said, you should be on the right track. So
yes.
Yeah, it's always about self-love. Like, just love yourself, honestly.
No, literally.
Know your worth.
Agreed. But thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell all of your friends.
Hey, gra, gra, gra.
Bye.
Bye.